Hello, beautiful soul. It's Anna T. Brooks here, your soul purpose activator, and welcome to this week's weekly Oracle card energy reading for the week 17th to the 23rd of June 2024. Okay, I'm going to be really real with you as we get started. By the way, say hello if you're jumping on live for the recording, if you're watching the replay, wherever you happen to be watching this, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube. Say hello, let me know how you're going, let me know what are you feeling for this week so far, because I'm going to be really real with you here. I am feeling like this is going to be a testy type of week. I am seeing and already feeling and sensing a lot of this sort of combative, a lot of attitude, a lot of triggers and wounds and traumas kind of coming up and being very obvious. So I'm feeling like this is going to be a very testy week in some way, that there's going to be some things that are likely going to come up that are going to really push you to the edge of your standards. That's what I'm really feeling, what you will and won't accept. So I'm really curious to see what the cards have in store for us this week, what sort of guidance what sort of guidance and support they can offer of how to navigate this the best way so that you come out of the week feeling amazing, as opposed to feeling like something got in your way and something threw you off course, right? We want to keep you in your power, because at the end of the day, regardless what's going on around you, you are the one who holds the power. So I'm really excited to see what the energies have in store for us this week. So once again, I am using the Work Your Light Oracle card deck by Rebecca Campbell. There it is. It's my absolute favorite to use for these readings. So I pull 3 cards for the weekly energies, and they're the mind, body, and soul reading. So basically the mind is kind of the conscious energies, the things you're thinking about, things you're going to be aware of this week. The body is more of the physical, tangible situations in the physical 3D world that you're going to be aware of. And then the soul is more of the subconscious kind of underlying energies that are going on, what's kind of playing out behind the scenes that you might not be as aware of or as clear on, but you can sense it and you can feel into it. And with the understanding of what's going on, it's going to make things make a lot more sense. And then this week for the bonus reading, I have decided to bring out the Divine Animal Oracle card deck by Stacey, Demarco. And for this one, I'm going to be pulling 3 cards at the end as well. This is more like a pick a card reading, so you'll get to see which one feels most aligned for you. And that'll have a bit of extra information about maybe a bit of an animal energy to be tapping into this week to support you. And I'm really curious to see what comes up for those as well. So let's get started. I'm going to start shuffling. I've already shuffled the cards and cleared them, but I'm going to start shuffling. Oh, okay. First card already wanted to come out. Excellent. We've got that one. I felt like this was going to be, okay, second card. Wow. Okay. We've got this. We've got this. And third card. This is going to be a very short reading. Well, very short shuffle. But say hello if you're jumping on. Let me know if you're there. I know sometimes Meta doesn't like to show me that comments pop up, but I do always love to hear from you, and I do always respond back. Excellent. All right, we've got 3 cards. So let's see what guidance we have for this week. Ooh, okay. Yep. This is so interesting. Okay, I can't wait to dive into this for you. Hello, Monica. Hello, beautiful. So the first card, your mind this week, we have get grounded. Get grounded. I'll try and show the picture there. There we go. And it says underneath, empaths, highly sensitives connect with nature. So this is making a lot of sense, right? Exactly what I was talking about. I feel like there's a bit of testy energy going on this week, that there's potentially people or situations or feelings that might be coming up that are going to feel a little bit explosive, a little bit like they can kind of go anywhere, they can come out of nowhere. And this is sort of what you're going to be feeling in your mind as well, is that maybe it's a little bit much going on, right? So the best advice that we have for your mind this week is to get grounded. Take the time that you need to get yourself into a centered, embodied place. So if you're feeling like your mind's really scattered, it's about asking yourself, what can I do to settle my mind? Do I need to maybe just do some meditation? Do I need to maybe just watch a funny movie or a funny comedy or something like that, just to get my mind out of wherever it is in? Do I need to just go out into nature and just touch some trees and sit on some ground, or get into water, right? Do I need to just have a beautiful long shower and just let that water rush over me and cleanse everything, right? Everyone's a little bit different, but whatever it is that you need this week, it's about getting yourself grounded, especially for your mind, right? Because this is in the mind position. So it's whatever is going to ground and center your mind, because otherwise you might find yourself quite easily being led astray, letting your mind kind of wander, letting it go down tangents, getting a little bit too worked up over something when it really isn't going to serve you to do so. So the more that you can ground your energy and ground your mind this week and bring it back to a calm place, however it is that you choose to do it, right? This is going to support you a lot, because otherwise, like I said, there is definitely room this week, I think, for your triggers, for your wounds, for your different things that are unhealed to come out and kind of spill out and be quite explosive. And you can see this from other people as well. And so if you are grounded in your energy, if you are able to have that feeling of solidity within your own mind, whatever other people are doing is not going to bother you as much, because you're going to be like, okay, that's your stuff, right? My favorite phrase ever, not my circus, not my monkeys, right? I feel like this is a phrase to take on this week, not my circus, not my monkeys. If you see people losing their shit, if you feel like someone's trying to drag you down into their pit of doom and gloom or stress or whatever it is inside of that they're living in inside of their mind, not my circus, not my monkeys. Leave them to it. You stay in your zone, right? So that's the first card for your mind this week. Get grounded. Get grounded. The second card, I remember this is the exact same one that came out last week. So this is obviously a building energy. This is, there is a story here that is building. So last week we had this, the warrior woman. Warrior woman. And it says underneath, have you answered your deepest calling? I love this picture as well. It's just beautiful. Okay, so we had this card last week. So this is obviously a bit of a growing theme right now. It's something that's kind of more of a longer story. It might be going throughout June, that kind of thing. The body card this week, the tangible, the physical situations, it is going to require you to really, really stand up for yourself, right? There's likely to be a physical situation, a moment this week where something happens, something comes up that feels like someone is trying to test you, someone is actually trying to test you, someone is trying to see if they can push your buttons, someone is trying to see if they can influence you and make you do things that go against who you are. Excuse me. I've been doing a lot of talking lately. And this week it's really about that warrior woman energy, stepping into that energy of, no, I am only doing what is right for me. I am prepared to fight for it. I am prepared to put my foot down, to be completely authentic to myself and not give in to other people and their wants and wishes and their desires and their traumas and their anger or whatever it happens to be, right? This is the energy this week to be very, very much in your warrior woman in terms of the physical energy that you're in, you're tangible, so that you are not being led astray, right? And this is where these two cards, the first two that come up, right? We've got get grounded for your mind, and then we've got warrior woman for the body. The two of these together are very much about your boundaries, right? Really about protecting yourself, protecting your boundaries, being very, very solid within yourself, within your own mind, and being very clear on not being dragged along by other people and what they desire. And at the same time, being prepared, right? The fact that the warrior woman came up in the body, being prepared to say the things, do the things, and take the actions that speak your authenticity, that speak your truth and what it is that you truly align to, and not being afraid to say no to people if it's not right for you, right? Do not get dragged into that. Do not get bullied and pressured into those situations. Be the warrior woman in this week, and you will find that things flow much better for you short term and long term, because I do feel like this is a bit of a building storyline, the fact that the warrior woman card has come back up again for a second week. So I feel like there is definitely something here that has been going on a little longer than just this week. This is a bit of an unfolding story. And then the last card that we have, so this is for the subconscious, so this is the soul kind of underlying energies, and we have soul family. Another beautiful picture there, soul family. And underneath it says, call in your tribe, you don't have to do it alone. So this is that underlying energy this week that if you know about it and if you're aware of it and you tune into it, you're going to have an advantage, because otherwise it can feel very confronting. It can feel like a very intense energy this week. If you are aware that that underlying energy is the support that's coming through for you kind of behind the scenes, is that soul family energy. It's that knowing that you don't have to do this alone. You do have the support around you. You do have friends, colleagues, acquaintances, coaches, healers, whoever it is. You have people in your life to reach out to, even if it's not in the physical life as well. It can be in the spiritual realm as well. You have your guides, your spirit guides, your whoever it is that you believe in terms of a God, or in terms of energy, or in terms of just the universal power that there is, right? You are not alone. You are completely supported. You are part of a bigger chain and a bigger network. And whilst this week, I feel like some of the testiness might be about making you feel a bit alone and trying to kind of push you into a corner where you feel like you have no options and that you are alone and you don't have anyone there to support you. This card coming out is telling you that the important thing to understand, underneath it all, you are very connected. You have a soul family, you have a tribe, you have people around you and souls around you and energy around you that will support you through this, right? And to lean on that, to lean into that, to not let outside circumstances make you feel like you're alone, because you're not. You're very, very much not. So very interesting energy this week. This is very different to some other weeks, and it makes a lot of sense, like I said, with what I was already kind of feeling coming through this week. But there is a lot of power and a lot of growth that I can see coming from this if you are standing in your power, getting your grounding your mind, getting into that warrior woman energy in terms of how you act and how you do things this week, and really remembering that soul family, remembering that you are fully supported, that you don't have to do it alone. If you are in that energy, you are going to change things in a big way this week. And I have a feeling as well that certain people or certain situations that are no longer serving you are going to really start to fall away. I think this is kind of that building storyline, that there's certain situations or certain people that are just not meant to be in your life anymore, and they're making themselves very well known by their attitudes, by how they're being and how they're coming and how they're showing up for you. So there is a lot of room for movement and a lot of room for growth right now. So I'd love to hear how that resonates. Are you feeling this energy already? Is it kind of making sense? Or are you like, oh, this is going to be interesting. Let's see what happens. I do always love to hear. So that is the reading, the main reading for the week. And now let's jump into the Divine Animals Oracle card deck by Stacey Demarco. And I will pull 3 cards from here. I did already pre-shuffle all of these, but I'll shuffle them one more time. And then I will pull 3 cards. I'll hold them up without obviously showing exactly what they are. And you can feel in to which one has a little bit of an extra message for you. Okay, that's already got 2 out. Okay, things are being very direct this week. Everything's coming out. There is like, everyone's showing their true colors. That's what Spirit just said to me. Everyone's showing their true colors. Believe them. There it is. Okay, 3rd card. All right. So I'm going to pull 3 up, and you can feel in, take a moment, get grounded, right? Get into your body and feel which one speaks to you. And then I will reveal what is in them. So card number 1. This is card number 1. If you feel drawn to this one, you're pulling card number 1. Okay, card number 2. If you're feeling drawn to card number 2, this is your card. And card number 3, if you're feeling pulled to card number 3, this is your card. So take a moment. I'll quickly pull them up again. Card number 1, card number 2, card number 3. Pop down in the comments which one you've chosen, and let's do the reveal. So this is just a little snippet of some extra energy. I feel like I pulled this one because I knew what the energy was going to be like this week, and I feel like having a bit of a kind of energy, animal energy archetype to tap into this week is going to help you as well to navigate these energies. So if you chose card number 1, we have, tarantula. We have a tarantula. There it is. Very fascinating picture. I will give it that. That is a fascinating picture, tarantula. But the word on there that it says is connection. And let me get the guidebook up. It's only a very, very short snippet, but this will give you a bit of the idea of the energy, and you can obviously, Google and do all the fun things to look up a little bit more about tarantula energy. What number is this? 13. Okay, number 13. Here we go. Okay, tarantula, connection. It is time to bring together disparate aspects of your life. In other words, different aspects of your life that don't seem to go together. Everything is connected. When you are afraid or unsure, it is important to know that you are never alone. You can do magic. We all can. Well, that just seems to clarify further that the first 3 cards that we had about remembering you are never alone, right? So same thing. It's time to bring together the disparate aspects of your life. Everything is connected. When you are afraid or unsure, it's important to know that you are never alone. You can do magic. We all can. So that's the energy for you for this week to be tapping into a little bit deeper when you need it, that tarantula energy, that connection. If you chose card number 2, we have, the peacock. We have the peacock. And this is the energy of prosperity. So what it says here, peacock, prosperity. Prosperity is coming to you. A flow of abundance is on its way. Expect a new income stream. Clear the energy in your home or office. Do not be afraid of success. You can rise from difficult circumstances. So this is interesting. If you chose card number 2, there is a lot of room for that prosperity to come through to you this week. And exactly how they said, clear the energy, right, in your home or office. Same thing that we were talking about. Letting go, getting grounded, setting those boundaries, right? There is prosperity coming to you this week. So this is going to be interesting. I would love to hear if you chose this card, how that resonates. And then the third card, if you chose card number 3, okay. We have the tiger. Some very powerful animals coming through. We have the tarantula, the peacock, and then the tiger. Okay, so the tiger keyword here is will. And so here's what it says. Tiger, will. Exercise your will and determination in ethical ways. Do not place your will over another's. You do not have control over anyone but yourself. Do not be afraid to be fierce, especially as a woman. Warrior woman, right? We can ride our healthy anger, but we must eventually transform it into something more useful. So on point with the messages this week, right? About there's this kind of sort of explosive energy that can be coming through. There's these triggers and wounds and things that want to kind of be pressed and want the buttons that want to be pressed. And this is, reminding you, again, you're not going to place your will over another's. You do not have control over anyone but yourself, but you get to be that fierce woman, right? So this is very, very interesting. So I'd love to hear how that resonates, how that's feeling for you, any kind of thoughts that you're having going into this week, or how things have been going. And I will leave it there. I look forward to seeing you next week to see what the next next week brings us and how this story develops. But very, very excited for this week for you. There is a lot of potential, a lot of growth open to us, and a lot of developments. I'm feeling like things are going to be quite obvious this week. Not too much is being hidden behind the scenes. So I wish you an amazing, amazing week, sending you so much love, and I will see you soon.